Welcome to the Buffalo Junior Sabres alumni, and not only that, but draft prospects, future NHLers. Joining Patrick Kaleta, legend in Buffalo himself, and the Junior Sabres president, by the way. Joining us some former Junior Sabres. Gentlemen, we'll do a quick roll call, not in alphabetical order, but raise your hand and just say where you're from and where you play. Matteo Costantini.
Hi, how's it going? Matteo Costantini. This year I'm in Penticton, British Columbia. I'm out here playing for the Penticton Bees in the BCHL.
Guy to root for. St. Catharines boy. Got to throw that in there. Declan McDonnell.
How's it going? I'm from Lakeview, New York. I play in the OHL for the Kitchener Rangers.
Luke Tuch.
Hi, I'm Luke. I'm from Baldwinsville, New York, and I play for Boston University.
Trevor Kuntar.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm playing for Boston College this year.
And last but not least, Colby the Rat Ambrosio.
Hey, Colby Ambrosio from Welland, Ontario. I'm playing for Boston College as well.
So, and Patrick Kaleta, are you here?
Oh, yeah. Patrick Kaleta, retired six-time All-Star for the Hamburg Hawks and retired Buffalo Sabre.
Boys, I'll say this. All together, all of us have not done as much Lego in our lives as Patrick has.
I'm actually disappointed I didn't get any likes from any of you guys over my last post. I thought it was a pretty good one. So
I find it hard to give credit to an adult's Lego room. But I mean, we'll leave it at that. Colby, I'll start with you and Lukey because I coached you guys. I know four of you. Matteo, we have not met, but I've heard a lot about you. But Luke, Colby, first of all, I had the pleasure of coaching you guys for a short period of time. Uncle Pat there stepped in and took over. Now, Colby, true or false? This is your quote. Standing outside of Joe's Value Mart in Ridgeway, Ontario, you said to me, I cannot wait to run over Luke Tuch when we play him.
True.
Lukey, what do you have to say about that? I mean, we are talking the Rat. Now, Lukey, give everybody a bit of a background as to why he's nicknamed the Rat.
I think a little background story of this is Colby likes to run his mouth quite a bit, and I think you can see by looking at him, his face is a little rat. He's a small little guy, probably 150 pounds, light on his feet.
170.
Puck, so he's pretty easy to mess with. He's like a little rat in the locker room too.
Trevor, did you know what you were stepping into when you committed to BC? And did you know about Colby, and also Luke? I mean, there's got to be a little bit of an excitement to maybe sandwich him with your new teammate.
Yeah, I definitely knew about it a little bit. I've seen the Rat side so far, but I'm glad he's on my side, so I'm excited.
Declan, a bit of a different path for you. You are, of the group, the only OHL player. Tell us a little bit about your decision to go to the Ontario Hockey League versus U.S. college.
I just fell in love with Kitchener. I watched a couple of games up there, was drafted up there. So, yeah, I just wanted to go play in the OHL, play for Kitchener.
What was it? What did you know about the OHL before going there?
I just knew it was like a fun place to play. The atmosphere is unreal. You treat it like a pro. So, kind of wanted all those aspects.
And when you first stepped in there, how did you find the hockey from Buffalo and the Junior Sabres?
It was really fast.
Well, I guess it wasn't the Junior Sabres. It was the Junior Sabres, but of the OJHL.
Yeah. Both. It's still a junior league, but it's a step faster. More patience with the puck, more skill. So took a little getting used to, but over time I got better at it, and it was a great year.
Trevor, BC. Don't worry, Matteo. We're gonna get to you. I'm saving the best for last, buddy. St. Catharines, man. Don't worry. We're gonna give you the most time. Trevor, BC. How did that all come about, and when did you realize that was the school you wanted to go to?
Well, starting back to when I was really young, that was one of the schools that I always really wanted to go to. But then at the recruiting process time, I didn't really talk to them, and then with the whole coronavirus thing and everything, Harvard, they went all online, and then they weren't having a season until after January. And obviously I want to play hockey, and that's kind of what I look at as most important right now. So I just thought it was best for me to switch it up and head over to BC.
Matteo, St. Catharines boy, you played for the Junior Sabres last year in the OJHL, correct? Was it last year?
Yes, last year.
And St. Catharines boy, how did you end up in the Junior Sabres organization? But then not only that, how did you end up out west?
So we started doing pods when I was about 15, like little like skill groups down at the Harbor Center. I kind of got familiar with the coaching staff and thought it'd be a good idea to kind of head out there for my 16 year, and then obviously last year with the OJ team. And then this year, kind of the BCHL option kind of presented itself, and I came down here on like a tour with my family, and kind of like what Declan said, fell in love with it when I got here. And it's been a good couple weeks. I've been here since August 27th, and we've been on the ice every day, kind of just trying to get back at it, get ready for the season. So no, I'm loving it out here.
Luke, I'll start with you with this next question. And I mean, this is obviously informal, so these questions kind of pop up as we go. I wrote a couple down, but I'm gonna ask all of you the same question. We're gonna get to Junior Sabre stuff too, but my question for you, because I went through it, Patty went through it. What was the hardest thing to handle in your NHL draft year?
I'm trying to think. So I think a tough thing is try not to look at the lists and where you fall in the draft. So a big thing of mine this past year was try not to look at those lists and just focus on what you can focus on and your play of hockey and practice and every day showing up to the rink and doing what you can do and whatever's in your control. So I thought that was a big deal. And I think a lot of time throughout the season you'd have NHL teams coming in and interviewing you for about 15 to 20 minutes every week, and they'd be telling you where you're going to fall in the draft. And a lot of them would say, you're from here to here, but others would tell you totally different things. So I think that mental side of it, and I think throughout the year I did a pretty good job with handling on the draft process. And only things that I can control is how hard I work and the fun that I'm having with hockey. So that's what I try to focus on as much as possible.
Trevor, I'll ask you the same question. What was the hardest thing for you to deal with during your NHL draft year?
Yeah, obviously this is my second year eligible, and I think just the biggest difference between this year and last year was just my first year eligible. It was always in the back of my mind that there's people watching, and I was kind of thinking about that a lot. But this year, after that last draft, it really kind of drove me to focus on myself, focus on my skills, and just control what you could control and really hone in on your skills and get better and work hard every day.
Declan, what about you? Most difficult thing for you to handle during your draft year?
Yeah, same thing as Trevor said, don't worry about who's watching, kind of just go out there, play your game. There's pressure to play every night, pressure to put up points, but can't really think about it. Just got to play your game. And yeah.
Colby?
Yeah, I think it's about the same, like what they all said. I think a big part is the mental aspect for sure. Not getting in your own head. Because obviously I'm not a bigger guy. So people could be saying he's too small to play at the next level, all that kind of stuff. So kind of just focused on myself. I know what I'm capable of, and honestly just had tunnel vision of my goals and what I wanted to accomplish. I didn't really care about what other people had to say about me. I kind of just let my work kind of speak for itself. So I just kind of had to stay focused on the year and what my goals were.
Mateo, hardest thing to deal with during your draft year. But then I guess I'll ask you this first before. Were you what were you growing up? Were you a star player growing up? Is this being ranked in the draft? Is this a surprise to you?
You know what? I wasn't ranked during the year, and it wasn't ranked in that one in March. I was only on the last one, so I kind of knew a little bit before then I was going to be on it. Didn't know where I was going to be or how high I was going to be on that list, but I think for me, with this year, kind of agreeing with all these guys, that mental part of the game, knowing that there's people in the stands always going to be watching you, and having to produce every night and just kind of give your best was kind of like the hardest thing about it. But at the end of the day, like all these guys know, like we've been doing this for so long. We're all good players, and at the end of the day, you just gotta play your game and kind of just stick with it. So,
tell me the difference of emotions for you during the year when you weren't on the list. Was it frustrating? And then tell me what it felt like to get on that list and know that you've definitely, caught some eyes, a lot of eyes if you're on that list.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I didn't really give it too much thought at the start of the year. I just kind of wanted to prove myself every day, get better every day, stuff like that. And then same thing, even when I was on the list, obviously it's a nice like accomplishment, you could say. Nice to see your name up there, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really change anything. Still got to work hard and all that stuff. So,
Patty, where were you ranked before you were drafted, going into the draft? Were you a fifth rounder, fourth rounder?
No. I believe I was ranked somewhere like 180 in North America. So, you add into the European players and stuff like that, and you don't know really where you fall. That year also I had shoulder surgery. So it was just, just going into the draft with, an open mind. And then Buffalo grabbed me in the 6th round. So it was obviously a dream come true, but going into the draft, it wasn't anything like I was, a top prospect or any of that. And I agree with these guys, and it's good for our younger players, who are going to watch this. All you guys talk about the mental side of the hockey game, and I believe everyone touched on controlling what you can control. And a lot of kids nowadays are always, social media plays such a big part. And these guys are doing something, and these guys are doing something, and someone's talking to this kid, someone's talking to this kid. But all you guys are starting to figure out that if you just worry about what you can control, and that's hard work, that's work ethic, that's all those intangibles that make you guys who you are. If you worry about that, control what you can control, you're in a better mental, state with your hockey game, with your life, with school, with everything. And I just wanted to point that out to our younger guys, that you have some of the 5 best players to rip through the Junior Sabres ranks here. And they're speaking from experience, and they're not as old as, as myself or Petey, where we're giving life lessons.
But I've aged well. What to say?
But it's important that kids watch this and realize, control what you control. The mental part of the game makes you guys who you are, and why you guys are who you are.
Give me one thing that you will take from your experience with the Buffalo Junior Sabres, and something you learned that is valuable to you and gotten you to where you are now, and that you'll use to help propel you to the next level.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I think a big part of what the Junior Sabres got going on down there is the coaching staff. Everyone's from a really well hockey background, stuff like that. Like last year, Coach Tuz and Coach TK both have a really good hockey background, stuff like that. And one thing that I'm going to take for the rest of my life is just kind of have a good head on your shoulders, and just play your game, and don't try to be anybody else but yourself out there. And obviously at the end of the day, always work hard. So that's kind of one of the biggest things that I take with me from the Junior Sabres program.
Declan, what about you?
Yeah, all the coaches have helped me along all the way, giving me lessons. But yeah, I just got to keep level-headed, yeah. But I don't know.
You don't like doing interviews, do you?
No, but 15 new year, we started off slow, and I don't know, just got to keep going. I got to push through, persevere. Yeah.
What about, I was talking to Patty this morning, and you specifically, I mean, all of you were successful and you won, and you were on very good teams here, but you specifically, you won a national championship here with the Junior Sabres. I mean, you have a unique experience at a very young age of, going to that place where everybody wants to get to, and that's winning a national championship or a championship in general.
Yeah. It was a great experience. The memories we made, persevering, we'll take that forever. like Coach Jake would always say, like, we'll be at a bar in like 20, 30 years and we'll all like reminisce on everything. And yeah.
It's true. It's very true. You know, you just don't want to be Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite, you know, saying, see, you know, if coach had to put me in third period, you know what I mean? We would have won state. Trevor, what about you? What's something that you'll take and that will help propel you in your career and your venture as a hockey player?
Yeah, I mean, I played 3 years of Junior Sabres with Jake Brzezina, Ryan Zimmerman, Dan Tooley, and Mike Pekka, but those were some of the best 3 years I've had in my hockey career, and just kind of they really honed in and taught me how to come to the rink every day, be an everyday player, and really brought out I was always super competitive, but they really brought that out in me, and Coach Jake pushed me a lot, and I love that, and they just really taught me to kind of be a pro, I guess.
Colby?
Yeah, I think the main thing that I learned from my year playing with the Junior Sabres is honestly just hard work. I think the whole organization is kind of built off like hard work and grit. Like we have you, we have Patty, we have Matty Ellis, and that's just to name a few. I think just all of our surroundings, with either the coaches or our trainers, like in skill sessions, they all are kind of built off of hard work. So that kind of bounces off all the players that come through that program, and I think that's something that I'll take with me for the rest of my life. That kind of learn from there. So,
Luke, what about you?
Yeah, I think coming from Syracuse and moving to Buffalo at a young age, learning how to live on my own. You know, I lived with Andrew and Ethan Bray, who was my roommate, and he was older than me. And I think that maturity factor in growing up, and you know, this dream's finally coming true. So whether it's doing my laundry.
Did we lose him?
He muted himself, I think.
Talkie, we can't hear you, man. What are you doing?
There we go. Try that again, Luke.
That's why he's the rat right there.
Are you there?
You hear me?
Are you in BU computer class?
Bad.
That's just what they call it at BU. Eh? It's just computer class.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
I'd re-ask that question because we missed all that.
Ah, damn it. Let's edit that in. Yeah, Luke. So one thing that you could take from with you that you learned at the Junior Sabres that will help you and propel you to the next level.
Yeah, I think moving from Syracuse to Buffalo was a big step for me, my maturity level. Whether it was doing my laundry or making my lunch or making my breakfast, that dream of finally becoming a hockey player and getting to the next level. So I think showing up to the rink and having all pro facilities and the closest thing to a pro facility at a young age, whether it's working out at Impact or – is that what it's called? It's Impact, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Or, video rooms that are state-of-the-art. So and playing in that awesome facility, the Harbor Center. So I think it's probably the best facility in youth hockey.
Patty, tell me this. You have 5 former Junior Sabres. You're the new president of the Buffalo Junior Sabres, right? That's the title, president?
Yeah.
I just can't even put president and Pat Kaleta in the same sentence. Riding shotgun with you on the bench. But you know what? I'll give it to you, man. You fooled someone. But seriously, president of the Buffalo Junior Sabres. And I say, well deserved, by the way. Guy that cares about hockey in Western New York more than anyone I know. That's you, Patty, by the way. It's a compliment.
Thank you, Andrew.
What would it mean? I mean, you had a hand in a lot of their development. I mean, Kevin Adams, Matty Ellis. I mean, the list goes on and on. But what would it mean to the Junior Sabres to see these guys be drafted in the NHL?
Yeah, for Junior Sabres wise, it'd be tremendous for our organization. And I think I've started talking to these guys a little bit more regular than what I have in the past. But anything that Junior Sabres wise we can do to help these guys out, accomplish their dreams and get them to where they want to go, whether it be skating, whether it be just bouncing ideas off someone who just has been through it, whatever the Junior Sabres we can do, we will definitely help these 5 right now and hopefully 5 more next year and down the line, a whole group of kids. But I think for myself, when you retire, as Andrew knows, and we get to have an impact in your guys' hockey careers and your lives and watching you guys succeed. I've only been a dad for 3.5 years, but watching you guys grow up to, 4 of you, not Colby, but grow up to be young men. And
I won't say anything.
Notice I'm not laughing, Colby. I'm right there. I'm right there with you.
The only guy
watching you guys on the brink of having an opportunity to accomplish your dreams, and it makes me really proud. And Andrew said it earlier too, like, if you're drafted, that's great. It's an opportunity. If you're not drafted, you're still in the same spot, and you'll work hard and you'll find a way if you want it that bad. And most of you guys know me, and you know how I am and how I act and what I think. And just really, really proud of you. And I know, all you guys have played for different coaches, and all have that respect factor for our coaches. And I know 1,000% our coaches have that respect factor for you guys as well. So no matter what, no matter where you are, what time it is, us as a staff and as an organization will always be there for you guys.
That being said, let's change gears. Who's the best Fortnite player here? Raise your hand.
Not
I
me.
mean,
Yeah, definitely not me either.
No, I would have expected more out
Tucky
of
better
all.
not raise his hand.
What was the cap? I didn't hear you. What was it? What did you say?
You don't even need
Things
to know.
never change, eh, Luke? Things
Wait,
never
what did you
change.
say? What did you say?
I said, who's the best Fortnite player?
I'm good.
Okay.
No,
Listen, boys, I've started with my team at 13U.
Stick to
And
those.
I made a bet that if we won a tournament, I'd get Fortnite and I'd get a headset and stuff like that. We won the tournament, so I've been playing for a couple of years now, and the boys got me in top.
no, you haven't.
Do you guys all know each other before now?
Yeah.
I knew Colby. We played on the same team. Our U16 year. He also billeted with.
Someone can shut that down.
Yeah.
With Andrew.
That's Tucky for sure.
What's up? That's not me. It is me. With Andrew's brother. I knew Trevor because I played against him the past couple of years, and Declan I played against growing up. So it was.
Matteo, you're the only one that doesn't know any of these boys.
Well, I know I grew up
No, me
playing.
and Matteo.
I grew up playing
But
with
it's
Colby
Mateo growing up.
and Declan and like spring hockey stuff like that. And
went to
then
high school together too.
yeah, that's true as well.
So Matteo, what's next for you? So tell us where you are and what your season status and situation is.
Yeah, as of right now, we've already played 2 exhibition games, home and home against Salmon Arms. And then,
I heard you have like 5 points or something.
Yeah, I don't know if it's 5, but
6, 7.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so I think we're playing 2 games every weekend now, for a little bit, and then I think they're trying to get the season going. I think it's the same as the OHL, unless they changed it December 1st.
Yeah.
And then head to college the year after is the plan right now.
All right, and you're going to North Dakota.
Yeah.
And let me ask you that. How did North Dakota come about?
They flew out to one of the practices this year in Buffalo. Had a really good talk with them after the practice and kind of just built the relationship from then. And just was really comfortable with their coaching staff and what they had to offer. And obviously their program has a bunch of history in it. So I kind of wanted to be a part of that culture down there in North Dakota. And I ended up choosing that last week, I think. So.
We played an exhibition game down there, up there, over there. I don't know, geographically, I'm obviously not that sharp. But what a facility, hey? Like, unbelievable. Patty, were you on the team then when we played Minnesota there?
I Thought?
Can't remember what year it was. 08, I don't know what year it was. We were wearing the blue and gold or whatever, I think.
I don't remember playing anywhere.
Declan, what's next for you? So Matteo said December 1st. Is that what we're looking at for the
December
OHL?
1st. Yeah, I leave November 1st, and then I have to quarantine for 2 weeks. And then training camp starts November 15th. So.
Okay. And what kind of expectations do you have for this year?
I'm hoping
yourself.
Hopefully another good year. We should have another really good team. So, yeah, hopefully, we go. I mean, we got cut off short. We had a good chance to make a run last year. So hopefully we can make another run next year.
Trevor, what's next for you? You're up at BC. How's college life treating you, kid?
It's been pretty fun.
Look at that smile, guys. Look at this guy. I mean, if it's not hockey, it's an Abercrombie, catalog or something.
Oh yeah, but no, it's been super fun. We started practicing about a month ago. We've got to split up into 2 groups, and then we've been working out 3 times a week. We just stopped doing our 6 a.m. workouts, so those were pretty tough. But the guys are great. The school is awesome, and it's been pretty fun so far. I'm loving it.
Colby, I know you guys are on the same team, but you feeling the same way?
Yeah, I think we're in the same boat here. Pushing for season, I think, to start sometime in November. But yeah, kind of just what Trevor said. All the guys are great. We have a really good group this year. Obviously, we have.
Of course, you're going to say that because the veterans are going to hear this.
Man, we have obviously Niter, unbelievable, one of the best goalies, if not the best I've ever seen. Just him and that is unbelievable. And then obviously we have a bunch of good defensemen and forwards. So we have a good chance to make a run this year. So yeah, I'm hoping that the season starts up soon so we can kind of get buzzing and not just practice all year.
Have you gone bar down on Knight Rider yet?
No, not bar down. Not bar down. Maybe a few, but
low blocker. You don't shoot low blocker.
I don't shoot low blocker. No, I do. But no.
There's no shot for a rebound there. It's shoot. Hey, Luke, tell your roommate there to beat it, would you? No, get him in here. Get him in here. Go get him.
What's going on?
Get him in here.
He's right here.
Hey, what's your name?
I'm Drew.
It says it right on your shirt.
I know.
Let's see that shirt there, Drew.
What shirt?
There it is. There it is. Make sure no one loses you.
Oh, what's up, Ambro?
What's up, bro?
You know all these guys?
No, not everyone. All right, I got it down.
He was glove on Trevor all year last year.
Oh yeah, right.
Lukey, what's going on over there at BU?
Yeah, so I think we're going to start up soon here in November. We've been able to practice twice a week and then in the weight room twice a week. And then we have open ice throughout the whole week. And then I think full team practices are going to start coming here next week.
Patty, I got to tell you, I went and played major junior. I don't know. I don't think I would have cut it. I wouldn't have cut it in college. How do you guys even want to go to class?
You're too soft, Andrew, to play college hockey.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I was too tough to play college hockey, actually, to be quite honest. I just want to clarify that. Hey, Declan, the OHL is not, you know what I'm talking about. What would it mean to each one of you to have your name called in the NHL? And you know what? And I guess I'll say, I'm sorry, it's not a normal draft experience either. I feel like you guys are getting robbed because the NHL draft is a great experience. But what would it mean? Matteo, what would it mean to have your name called in the NHL?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Go home to all those Costantinis back home in St. Catherine and say, look what you never did.
Yeah, it would be a tremendous honor, 100%. It would definitely be a milestone for sure, something you dream about when you're a kid. But at the same time, like, work doesn't stop there. Got to make sure your head doesn't get too big if that happens and stuff like that, and just kind of keep doing what you're doing and always working hard. So,
Declan?
Yeah, it'd be a dream come true. It's like everything you've worked for towards the kid, all the sacrifices you've made. So, yeah, it'd be a tremendous honor, like Matteo said. And, it's just work's only getting started. It's like one step along the way. So,
Trevor?
Yeah, just kind of going off what they said, it would be a dream come true. Obviously not getting picked last year was tough, so I use that as motivation this year, but it would kind of just show that all the sacrifices everyone has made for me, especially my parents and everything, that it's been worth it, and gotta keep working after that.
What pick was your dad?
He was 6th round. I don't know exactly what pick, but
Okay, we got it. Yeah, we're going higher than
gotta
him.
be
That's
it.
the,
Gotta
that's
be
the
it.
best round.
Okay.
That's the best round.
Like he needs to be your dad needs to be the second most relevant Kuntar in town. Okay. When it comes to hockey, because we know Faye's number one. Okay.
Right.
But when it comes to hockey, you know, we need Trevor to. It'd be nice. It'd be good to see. Luke,
Yeah.
do you feel? Let me ask you this. I've never asked you this. Are you able to separate your brother and his draft and you and this draft?
Separate in what he did in his draft year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think our games are pretty similar. But I think our games are completely 2 different games. I think we're similar in our positional wise and our power forward, but I think my personality is completely different. So seeing what he did his year and getting drafted in the 1st round really high, it was obviously great to see. And I think I did a good job of controlling what I can control and not worry about where he went and beating him. But I think I didn't really compare myself to him, which was good, I think, mentally.
And obviously, what would it mean to you to have your name called?
Yeah, I think it'd be a special moment and something that I've dreamed of my whole life. So I guess I won't really know how it feels until it really happens. But I think it's going to be really special sharing that with my family and my brother, my sister, my mom, my dad, and a couple of my buddies. The love and support from them was unconditional. So I'm going to be really happy when that moment happens.
Colby?
Yeah, kind of the same what Tucky just said. Like, honestly, I won't even really be able to explain it. I mean, hopefully I'll be able to hear my name called. You never know, but yeah, it's not just for myself, just so many people that have helped me get to this point. Obviously, my parents, my 2 older brothers, Caleb and Colton, Jeff and Courtney, them live with me living at their house when I played for the Junior Sabres. When I was at a young age, 13, I moved to Toronto with my aunt, uncle, Linda and Carmen, and then my cousin Kimmy to play there. So a lot of people have played big roles in my part and in where I am in my career right now. So it'll mean a lot, not just to me, but to them. But honestly, I won't be able to explain it because it's something I've been working towards my whole life. And just kind of talking about it gives me the chills. So I'm going to stop there.
Flex those guns for us, would you? Give us a pump.
No, put your arms down.
No,
Hey,
Tucky,
hey, it's the old little. Hey, anyone?
Yeah.
2 tickets to the draft?
I don't
No,
want to make
2
Tucky feel bad,
tickets to the gun show.
So besides stories and things like that, you have potentially 9 hockey teams for the Junior Sabres watching this. What advice do you give to those kids, whether it be a 9-year-old or an 18-year-old? What advice do you give those kids playing in the Junior Sabres right now? And we'll start with Trevor.
I think just showing up every day, treating practice like it's a game, and working as hard as you can every day, working on your skills on and off the ice, just compete every single day. And I think just use the resources you have around you. Impact Academy of Hockey. It's all first class. It's awesome. And it's part of the reason why we're all where we are right now. So just really utilize that and keep working.
Matteo?
I think the number one thing at the end of the day is just having fun. And then obviously everything else that comes with it, obviously you gotta work hard. And then what Trev said, use the resources around you. There's a lot of resources within the Junior Saves program, whether it's the NHL alumni, impact trainers, and all those intangible or non-intangibles, all those resources and use those to the best of your advantage. Like that's what's going to help you in the long run. Those guys have been through it. So I would, just have fun, work hard, and use the resources you got there in the Junior Sabres program.
Lukey?
Yeah, I think being surrounded by such great ex-NHLers and them being through the whole process and working at the Buffalo Junior Sabres program, like I think a big part of why we're here today is that we pick their brains. We ask as many questions as possible, and we use resources as much as possible too. So I think a huge part of that is having fun. I think working hard is having fun, and competing is having fun. So I think also, as Trevor said, treating practice like games and using your resources as much as possible.
Declan?
Yeah, I feel like have fun, work hard. But I feel like, time flies, kind of enjoy it while you're there. I remember, being there for 5-6 years. Remember, it just went by so fast. So, you just got to enjoy the moments and, also, not compare yourself to others, especially, the younger kids. Just got to keep going. Doesn't matter, first line, third line, just, keep going. And you all end up at the same spot eventually. So, it's just, a little small difference here and there. So, just got to keep going and worry about it.
Ambro?
Yeah, I think they all kind of said pretty good things there, but I think one thing is to not take anything for granted. Kind of touch on what all of them said. The whole Junior Sabres organization is but is surrounded by world-class individuals, whether that's on the ice, off the ice, whatever it is. They all know a lot about hockey and how to get better. So I think just not taking that for granted. Also, just the facility. There's nothing better than playing at that age in a rink than the Harbor Center. I think just the workout room. Kind of to touch on what Tucky was saying earlier, the impact, the locker rooms, the ice, the video sessions, just everything. I think that's everything. They set you up perfectly for a place to succeed at a young age, and even playing 15s, 16s, 18s, whatever it is. So they set you up with a good atmosphere to make you not only a better player but a better person. So not taking anything for granted, and just having fun with your teammates and your coaching staff and getting close with everybody. So
I like to add on to that. I think a big reason why we're where we are today, and we have definitely a long step in our journey to go, is I think a lot of us and all of us here are really humble through the whole process. And again, as Declan said, it doesn't matter if you're first line or fourth line. You just got to put your head on and go to work and be a good teammate and be humble, because I think, our parents put us in this great sport not to become pro hockey players, but to teach us life lessons that will last a lifetime.
5 young men, 5 different paths, all crossing through the Junior Sabres organization. Gentlemen, we wish you the best of luck, no matter what happens on draft day. It doesn't end there, and it doesn't start there, and nothing's guaranteed. So I think you all already know that. Patty, congratulations on the title and the job of president of the Buffalo Junior Sabres, and this was outstanding, fellas. It was great to chat with you. So this has been the Roundtable with Matteo Costantini, Declan McDonnell, Trevor Kuntar, Colby, Ambrosio, and Luke Tuch. 5 players, all ranked in the NHL Draft. Gentlemen, good luck. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.